Good morning, all my friends. I hope you're doing well. It's Wednesday. It's a hot, hot, hot day today in Southern California. So, hoping all of my friends and family stay hydrated and keep cool. Um, I am just wanting to talk about a few things. I might be jumping around here a little bit, but stay with me. Kind of like the short order cook. All right, come on, cakes, get them on the griddle. you know Over easy. All right, rack them up. Let's go. All right. So anyway, mental health issues is something that you can't avoid in your lifetime. You're going to come across it in one way or another. Either somebody is going to be born in your family, you're going to know somebody, a friend, maybe it's a work situation that you've been thrown into. Somewhere along the line, if you live long enough, you're going to run into people who have mental health issues. And as I've mentioned before, narcissism is on the rise. But it's not just that, okay? That's bad enough, having to deal with the people that have narcissism, which is started in childhood, at a very young age. They're emotionally 5 years old, okay? They throw tantrums, but they all seem to play from the same playbook, from my understanding. They all do the same circular thing, and at different times. So, and there isn't anything at this time that can cure these people, except for the act of God that I can see. There's no therapies yet. I've heard of some sociopathic narcissists who think they have the cure for themselves. Of course they do. But hasn't been tried yet. So, if you know anything about narcissism, you'll know why I was just laughing. But this is something that has happened to the child in this abuse, either by another narcissist in their family or by somebody who has put them on a pedestal and smothered them with too much love, okay? And that's an opposite thing. That makes them into like a grandiose narcissist. But we're also talking about other things going on, such as sexual abuse in the family. Either from a mother or father, a brother or sister, an aunt, uncle, and then we're also talking about sex trafficking. We're talking about pedophilia, porno, whoring, and it just leads down all of these different avenues that are just horrific in the scope of it. And so it's no wonder that Congress can't come up with something to, help these people, because it's such a wide scope of stuff. But it can be done, I believe. You just have to sit down and do it. Well, gosh, we're talking about Congress here. How long does it take them to, pass a bill? For heaven's sakes, right? Things are just not done well. So for us who are vibrating at a higher vibration of knowledge, and we have become self-aware, we're spiritual, we are enlightened, we have educated ourselves, we know that we're going to take a lot of knocks and hits, but if we stick with it, we stay into it, we keep going, then those knockdowns and those hits are almost welcomed, because of the fact that we are who we are because of those encounters, okay? So like me with playing the guitar, I know that I'm not always going to be playing a piece perfectly, but the more that I stick to it and keep doing it and own it and make it my own, eventually I get there and turn out a pretty decent song. And if it can touch your heart and soul, and then I feel like I've accomplished something, you know? So same thing with anything, sports, for example. You know, you're wanting to be a basketball player. Well, you got to keep making those shots, keep perfecting those shots that eventually become your shot, your thing. Okay, you know, there goes Johnny down the basketball court, and he's going to, you know, do a 3-point shot, because that's his shot right there from the left-hand corner. And boom, you know, there it is, 2 points. But it took Johnny to do that, you know, at least 100, 200, 300 times, you know, over and over and over again. And the same thing with if you're a surfer, for example. The first time you get up, you're going to fall over. You're going to be fish food, as the movie says, you know. Point Break. You know, so you got to keep in it, and then you become one with whatever you're doing. You become one with the music. You are the music. Your voice, your guitar, your drums, your bass, whatever it is that you're playing, your flute, your harmonica, you become one with it. And in that moment, you are music. You are a surfer. You are a basketball player, you know. So the same thing happens with life. If you avoid what's going on, then your thoughts, your actions are going to keep attracting that to yourself. And you don't want that, okay? So you have to face it and accept it. And this is what I'm going through. This is where I'm at. Look, everybody who has made it in this life, whether even Jesus, okay, Yeshua, okay, Yeshua didn't always have great days, okay? I don't think hanging on a cross is a great day, okay? I mean, well, yes, in many ways, you know, it was perfect timing and everything, but he didn't have always great days, you know. He had to face the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and had to escape many times out of the way, okay? And so it goes with the other religions too, Buddha and so forth. So we all have our bad times. We all have negativity in our life. We all have bad things that happen to us that we have to face. And then you can, you know, go through it. And then when bad things do happen, you know how to handle it. You know, okay, all right, I got a flat tire. Okay, I'm going to have to call AAA, or I'm going to have to get out myself and fix the tire, or otherwise I can't keep going, or I've got, you know, run flats, and I can just go right back to the shop. Hopefully I'm not too far away, and they can fix it for me. But whatever it is, I'm going to have to go through this. I'm going to have to take care of it. I'm going to have to face it, and all that entails. And then I can be on my way, running smoother and better than before, okay? Hopefully. So, or at least the same, okay? If not, I think with every experience we improve spiritually. It makes us better if we are able to face it and accept it and take it in and just go, okay, this is what I have to do. We're always going to have drama in our life. Nothing is ever going to be smooth sailing for us. No one escapes this life without having to face some sort of challenge or heartbreak or heartache, or some sort of chaos in their life. And if you resist it, well, then you just cripple yourself. Okay? You can't move, you know. And maybe for a time being you need to not move for the time being. But then you've got to face it and get up off the floor, take deep breaths, and move on. And it's okay to be sad. There's nothing wrong with being sad or being blue or just feeling out of sorts. There's nothing wrong with that. It's how you deal with it that makes it a difference for you, how it affects you physically and mentally and spiritually. And you also want to surround yourself with people who are going to be accepting of you, who are going to be understanding, who are going to respect where you're at, lovingly and without judgment. And those people who don't, get rid of them. They're not needed in your life, okay? That you just don't need those people. They don't enhance you. They don't help you on your journey, wherever that may be or wherever that may take you. You want people who are going to be encouraging and positive and meet you where you're at, who are maybe can even give you different points of view, but not judging you, being intelligent about it, being adult about it, and who give you loving energy, you know. These are the types of people that you want with you and around you to support you. Anyway, so these are the things that I just wanted to mention, to you. I know I kind of jumped around a little bit, but hopefully it's a good message and it resonates with you. Did a few songs. One, Tangled Up in Blue by Bob Dylan, my rendition, and I just redid Harvest Moon because I heard this little buzzing going on every time I'd listen to it, so I just kind of redid it. And so anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your week. Leave me a comment. Love to hear from you. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. This means I love you. I-L-Y. Put it together. It's a symbol meaning I love you in American Sign Language. Doesn't mean anything else. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.